we are getting you this live broadcast from the city of Nagpur. And we are here because Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Nagpur. Now, ever since that report came out, speculation started doing the round as to what is on agenda. Then slowly as the schedule cleared, it came to fore that the Prime Minister is going to first pay tribute to the founders, the founding fathers of the RSS at the Smriti Mandir, and then the Prime Minister will head towards Diksha Bhumi and then at Madhav Netral. So that's going to be the Prime Minister's itinerary, but politics has begun on the issue as well, with the opposition now taking a jibe at the Bharatiya Janata Party, saying finally the BJP has been reminded that it's because of the RSS that the BJP has won elections, the Lok Sabha elections or the Maharashtra elections, and that's the reason why that after a gap of 11 or 12 years, the Prime Minister is going to come to Smriti Mandir. There were also talks of what's going to happen when the Prime Minister reaches the RSS landmark, whether or not he'll go to the RSS headquarters. Multiple speculations doing the rounds. Now let's take a look at these posters behind me. The Ek Hai To Safe Hai posters is something that you'll find across the city of Nagpur. There are of course posters welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Nagpur as well. Remember, this Ek Hai To Safe Hai was a phrase that was coined by Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself during the Lok Sabha elections. Speaking about the significance of this particular visit, it coincides with RSS's Pratipada program, which in fact is celebrated to mark the Hindu New Year, the Marathi New Year as Gudi Padwa, as it's called and celebrated here in Maharashtra. Let me in fact now go across to our reporters. We have Arunil and Pragya joining us on the broadcast. Let's first go across to Pragya. Pragya, take us through the itinerary. I believe at 9 a.m. the Prime Minister is going to reach Smriti Mandir.
Well, Swati, you're absolutely right. Prime Minister is going to enter Smriti Mandir here at around 9 a.m. and receiving him would be Suresh Bhaiyaji Joshi, who is also the president of the trust. Along with that, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat will also be present with the Prime Minister when they pay floral tribute to RSS founders at their memorial. It is the resting place of Mr. Hedgewar and also Mr. Golwalkar, popularly known as Guruji. Both of them will be paying floral tributes to first two RSS Sarsangchalaks. From there, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will go to Smriti Bhawan, and there the Nagpur Vibhag functionaries, RSS functionaries will be waiting for them. There is going to be a photo opportunity for them as well, and there could be some talks between Mr. Bhagwat and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and all eyes are going to be on that particular, the phase when Prime Minister will move from the memorial to Smriti Bhawan. There could be some talk. Prime Minister is going to be here for 20 minutes. Remember, this is a very important time and a significant time for BJP as well. BJP is going through organizational changes, and there could be changes in the government as well, is what many are expecting. So, this is going to be that. And after Prime Minister, after spending here around half an hour, Prime Minister is going to move to Diksha Bhumi, which is Mr. B.R. Ambedkar's place where he embraced Buddhism. Obviously, a very strong political messaging from there as well. It's a very significant place for Dalits, and Prime Minister would be visiting. This is among the 5 Panch Teeths, very intrinsic to the life of Mr. B.R. Ambedkar, which have been developed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government after after BJP came to power in 2014 in the center. So, apart from that, Prime Minister will also be going to Madhav Netral. There is an extension and a premier clinic that will be and 250 bedded hospital that will come in place. Prime Minister will be laying foundation stone for that. Apart from that, Prime Minister will also be going at a defense facility. It's a private facility, but he will be inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of a runway for UAVs. So while he is paying tribute to his ideological mentors, he will also be doing some work for the nation, because RSS preaches nation first is what Prime Minister always said and believed in, and he will be also going to that facility to see how the ammunitions are made and what is the development that has been done in the defense sector.
Right, so the first stop for Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the Smriti Mandir that houses memorials of Dr. Hedgewar and Dr. Golwalkar, the first two Sarsanga Chalaks of the RSS. And in fact, many in the RSS believe it's not just political or symbolic, but it's a historic visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the first PM to do so. Many also say that Atal Bihari Vajpayee also used to come, but he did that when he was not the Prime Minister at around 2007. He did visit the headquarters. Technically, the Prime Minister is not visiting the headquarters, but the Mandir, which is also a RSS landmark. This is also a place where the training happens. The shakhas are organized, and in fact, just a kilometer away from there is the Karyalay. Before I go across to Arunil, let's also listen into what Home Minister Amit Shah said while speaking to Navika Kumar during the summit about the importance of RSS. Let's listen in.
100 साल राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ के हो रहे हैं। आप क्या समझते हैं, क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा? क्योंकि पॉलिटिक्स में बहुत सवाल जवाब इस मुद्दे पर उठते हैं, पार्लियामेंट में भी, पार्लियामेंट के बाहर में भी। आप राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ को कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ के कंट्रीब्यूशन को नापने का ना कोई सिस्टम बना है, न इस स्केल के योगदान को नापने की कोई पद्धति है। एक नागरिक को अच्छा नागरिक बनाना, राष्ट्रभक्त बनाना, इससे बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन देश के विकास के लिए हो ही नहीं सकता। संघ का ये जो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है, इसके नाप की कोई फुटपट्टी ही नहीं है। ढेर सारे क्षेत्रों में संघ के स्वयंसेवकों ने देश के विकास के लिए बहुत बड़ा योगदान दिया है और देश को 2 प्रधानमंत्री भी दिए हैं।
तो संघ का कितना हस्तक्षेप रहता है पार्टी के अध्यक्ष बनाने में?
जरा भी हस्तक्षेप नहीं रहता है। हमारे सरकारवा ने क्लियर भी कर दिया है कि भाई हर संगठन अपने तरीके से चलता है।
So you heard Home Minister Amit Shah there talk about the significance of RSS. He also said कि संघ का interference नहीं रहता. That is something that both the organization, the संगठन and the party maintain कि संघ का कोई interference नहीं रहता है. Now let's also listen to what the Prime Minister said very recently in the podcast about RSS, the contribution of RSS in his life. Listen.
महान परंपरा और संस्कृति को नई पीढ़ी तक पहुंचाने का एक संस्कार यज्ञ राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ पिछले 100 वर्ष से चला रहा है। मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मेरे जैसे लाखों लोगों को आरएसएस ने देश के लिए जीने की प्रेरणा दी है और संघ के ही कारण मुझे मराठी भाषा और मराठी परंपरा से जुड़ने का भी सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ।
So you heard the Prime Minister speak about the contribution of RSS in his life, and he's never in fact shied away from speaking about that part of his life or the journey that he has had and the contribution of RSS in his life. But the opposition is looking at this from a very different perspective and angle. The opposition believes that BJP is jittery, BJP is rattled because people are rejecting the Bharatiya Janata Party, and this visit of the Prime Minister is just to gain political mileage. That's what the opposition believes. Now we have Arunil on the broadcast. We also have some guests joining us. Senior journalist R. Rajgopalan is with us along with political analyst Tushar Gupta and political analyst Professor Geeta Bhatt. Before we go across to our guests, let me quickly go across to Arunil. Politically extremely significant. Many believe it's symbolic. The fact that Narendra Modi is visiting Smriti Mandir for the first time after becoming the Prime Minister, paying his tributes to the founding fathers of RSS, speaks volumes about the principles, the ideals of RSS that the Prime Minister has also spoken about have helped shape his life.
Well, certainly, yes. Historic visit of PM Modi in this city of Nagpur. Basically, he is the first Prime Minister while in office is visiting the Smriti Mandir, the memorials of the two RSS founders, the first two Sanghchalaks of the RSS, be it Hedgewar or Golwalkar. Now, speaking about the significance of this visit, if we look at it before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well, many in the political circle were saying that there was a kind of a friction that had developed between the RSS and the BJP, particularly after the statement of JP Nadda, who had said that BJP doesn't need anybody to handhold it. However, subsequently in these several state elections, be it in Maharashtra, during the Maharashtra polls as well, Devendra Fadnavis was seen many times going to the RSS headquarters. During the Delhi polls as well, several BJP leaders could be seen going to the RSS headquarters and meeting Mohan Bhagwat. This is basically the first time since the inauguration of the Ayodhya Mandir, that is when Mohan Bhagwat and PM Modi will be sharing a same stage. Home Minister Amit Shah may be saying that there is no interference of the RSS when it comes to BJP's functioning, but whether a discussion will be held on who will be the next BJP chief, that again will be an interesting aspect to look into. At present, I'm reporting from the Diksha Bhumi. This is again an extremely significant landmark in the city of Nagpur. This is the place where Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar embraced Buddhism with hundreds of his followers. Until now, thousands of the followers of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar basically visit this place every day. An extremely action-packed day from Nagpur. PM Modi, after Diksha Bhumi, will be going to Madhav Netralaya as well. Madhav Netralaya, named after Madhav Golwalkar. It is basically a high-end eye research center, and post that he will also be visiting a defense facility as well.
Absolutely. Arunil, stay on with us. Before, I go across the guests and we take the political reactions that are coming in, especially from the opposition that believes this is nothing but just to gain political mileage. Let me quickly go across to Pratibha. And let's talk about Prime Minister's journey and its association and affiliation with the RSS. Pratibha, over to you. The Prime Minister has never shied away from speaking about RSS and the contribution of RSS in shaping his life. When he was not even a politician, he was not the Chief Minister of Gujarat. It's, back then, that's how long his association and affiliation with RSS has been.
Absolutely, Swati. And the Prime Minister has recently spoken about the intense work that the RSS has been doing in the country for social service. And the Prime Minister has also spoken about the influence that RSS has had in his life. He has spoken about how he has been associated with the Sangh during his early days and even before entering active politics. So let's give our viewers a very quick look at Prime Minister Modi and the positions he has held within the RSS. It was back in 1972 when he joined as a pracharak in the RSS. In the next 5 years, by 1977, he had become the Vibhag Pracharak of Baroda. And after that, he also went on to become the Sambhag Pracharak of the South and Central Gujarat. He also started preparing a lot of articles for the RSS. So he started writing from there. The Prime Minister spoke about how the years in RSS has had a very profound impact on him. The ideals still imbibed in him to this day, Swati.
Absolutely. Pratibha, stay on with us. I just want to give a quick glimpse of what's transpiring here. Request my camera person, Vijay Gopalji, to just pan the camera a little bit. Across the road on that side is Madhav Netralaya, where the Prime Minister is going to come at around 10 a.m. after visiting Smriti Mandir and Diksha Bhumi. And both Pragya and Arunil have spoken about the significance of Smriti Mandir and Diksha Bhumi. Here at the Madhav Netralaya, the Prime Minister is going to lay the foundation stone for the extension or expansion project of the Netralaya that was founded in memory of Dr. Golwalkar. It's in fact here that the dignitaries that we've been speaking about, the Maharashtra Chief Minister, individuals affiliated, associated with the RSS, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, are all going to be present here. This is where the Prime Minister is going to spend some time. We'll get you updates on that as well. Let's now